Assalamu alaikum, brother Aftab.
Walaikum salam, Sajjad. Nice to see you.
You too. How are you?
All good.
Okay. So, can you just tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Well, my name's Aftab. I'm from Rochdale, and I am, what would be my categorization? Digital entrepreneur, I suppose.
MashaAllah.
I have a software development agency called Booking Online, specialize in live reservation systems within the events and entertainment sector. And alhamdulillah, we are the global leader in that sector.
Excellent.
That's what I do.
Excellent. So, why did you join FDLM?
I didn't consider myself to be overweight. It was actually a recommendation from a friend on a social media post called Muaz, you know.
Yes.
Me and Muaz have traveled in the past together, and we spent a lot of time with each other. So his recommendation was quite valuable for me. And I know he's had challenges with his weight, and I saw quite amazing progress and change with his physique and his general outlook. And during a thread or a conversation, he tagged me into a post, and as I did some more research into what Adam offered, I already was aware of Adam Khan and your organization. I decided to give Adam a call, and I was discussing some of the issues that I have. I've been going to the gym for many years, since I was a child. Alhamdulillah, I'm 48 years old at the moment, and I've been going to the gym since I was 14, 15, 16, and even younger, doing martial arts. And I've always had a little bit of a waist, and I just felt that with the amount of effort that I put into the gym, surely I should have, much better physique, something that I'm more comfortable with. And by no means did I consider myself overweight, but I certainly stretched a few buttons on occasion. So I spoke to Adam, and having spoken with him about specifically my requirements, I do a lot of presentations. I'm stood in front of audiences. I do a lot of live videos myself within my own business sector. And sometimes I just felt a little bit uncomfortable that I was looking a bit podgy. And so it was somewhat selfish reasons as well, more aesthetics, but also that I did want to control my weight and physique at this stage before I got into, older, and it became more of a difficult task. And that was really the reason why I approached Adam.
Okay. What was your overall experience on the program?
It's been actually quite revolutionary for me. As I mentioned, I've been training for decades in the gym, grinding hard in that sense. I've also had a Thai boxing club of my own, where I was a chairman of, and we taught young children. And for me, to lose weight, you have to train harder. And I always had this saying that, I train so hard so I can eat what I want. And it kind of works to a certain extent. But realistically, I found this program to be revolutionary. I'm actually training less. I'm eating more. I'm making more informed food choices. But the real trick, I think, within this program was the knowledge that you gain about how to eat, your relationship with food, your relationship with sleep, eating slower, some of the science behind weight loss, which I kind of knew, and you hear on the grapevine, but you never really apply because, like I said, my opinion was that you train hard, you'll lose weight. The more you sweat, the more benefit you will see from that, and you do to a certain extent. But there was just a mismatch. I just wasn't getting those results that you see on Instagram and all these places from what I was doing, and I've now found alhamdulillah, I've been on the course for 6 or 7 weeks, 8 weeks maybe, and I've lost nearly 7 kilos in weight, 6 to 7 kilos in weight in that time. I'm down to my last slot. In fact, no, I've punched an extra slot into my belt. So it's dropped 3 whole sizes in that time, and now I'm actually a new whole size in. And so the results speak for themselves, really. I feel great. I feel light on my feet. I'm back on the punch bag again and giving that by hell. So it's been really good for me.
Okay.
Very easy to follow program. Very easy to follow. It's actually surprisingly easy that you just think, is this it? There is a lot more to it, but I was just, why did I not try? Why did I not do this? Many years earlier, I would have been, shredded by now.
Yeah. Well, we've created a system. Adam has created a system over a decade and called it the Minimalist method, because he's taken everything that works and everything that people don't like doing, like gym, like cardio, and still made it work. And that's why it's called the Minimalist method. So my question would be to you, was it worth the investment?
Absolutely. And I've spoken to Adam about this, in detail, because I've mentioned it on my social media post that this is something people should consider. And obviously you get those messages from people who say that it is it worth it? Is it worth the investment? And I always say, yes, of course it is, because it's not a diet, it's not a fad. It's more like a self-development course, self-development program where you're actually taught how to manage your day. And that's been so fruitful for me, because from the day I started this program, I faced pretty much every food obstacle that you could get. My father passed away a week in. So obviously 2, 3, 4 weeks, people come in and go in, and you're in the masjid and you're eating masjid food. And just what I learned within the first week helps me get through that period in terms of making food choices. And I still ate what was presented to me, and I managed to get through that situation. Then my nephew's wedding came about, and that was another month of celebrations and partying, and I still maintained weight loss through that program. And then my own daughter, mashallah, got married this weekend, and there was days where it was unavoidable, where you had to partake. But I still, within that period, through all this time, I maintained my downwards trend of losing weight. And alhamdulillah, I still feel great. I don't feel guilty that I had those moments. And as Adam and the course teaches you, that it's not good food or it's not bad food. It's just the choice that you have to make. Make the best choice you can with what's presented to you. And I did that, and it still works. And there were weeks when I didn't even go to the gym within that period because I was busy doing other things. And I go to the gym very, very regularly. So it's been great. It's been a real learning curve. It's more like a personal development course, as I said, rather than just a diet or instructions. It's learning how to make those correct choices that benefit you.
Yeah. So you've learned how to handle real life events like funerals and weddings.
Both grief and happiness, and absolute indulgence, and and quite stressful situations as well.
Yes, mashallah. What advice do you have for people that are sitting on the fence?
Don't sit on the fence. It's friends of mine who have joined the program that are within the group. I've spoken to them. They've had fantastic results. People that I know personally as friends and social media friends as well. I've seen their results. They've been fantastic. I'm usually very skeptical, and I'm going to share this little bit of information with you, Sajjad. Is when I first got on the program, I actually messaged Adam, and I apologized to him for my way of thinking. I'd not shared that information with him, and I was at Adam because when I signed up, I thought, this is just another program. It's another version, another spin on things. But I felt that I should give it a try. I really should throw myself into it, because it's not a cheap course, which we know, but the benefit far outweighs what investment you're likely to make. Yes. And so I emailed Adam, and I said, Adam, I was thinking that this is just another hustle as far as I'm concerned. He goes, but I thought, I'm going to give it a try. I've spent the money now, so let's just follow the program. Let's do it. And within a week or within 2 weeks, the weight just was going bang, 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 dropping down. I was feeling better and better, more energetic, especially around this time when you're working. I usually start my day very early, 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm out of the house, so I'm working very, very late usually. And by afternoon, my energy levels have really dropped. I'm yawning. I'm like, just can't wait. I just want 10 minutes sleep. And since I've been on the program, I've had none of that. Absolutely none of that. My energy levels have been very, very high. I've been more productive in that sense. So the benefits far outweigh just weight loss. You actually learn something. You feel more energized. You feel more alert. You can make better decisions during the day for your work or business or whatever your situation might be. My wife has benefited from the program as well. We've both been eating the same things together. Alhamdulillah, she's experienced weight loss. We looked great at my daughter's wedding. We both wore our clothes really, really well. My daughter as well, she followed some of the instructions. So it's kind of infectious, in terms of that you do your energy levels lift the people around you as well. So don't sit on the fence. if it's something that's important to you, if you're curious about the program, then really take it, take it seriously. Don't just think about the money. Think about your own health. The time you spend with your family, because the benefits are numerous outside of just having looking better and feeling better.
Yes. Just I'm glad you mentioned that energy level in the afternoon that used to be, and you don't get that anymore. Just simply having these benefits after you come back from work, you have that energy to go out with the kids, to go out. You're probably knackered. Some people come back from work. Even that just changes everything.
Yeah. And I said drinking a lot of things, but it was just, there's nothing singularly huge in the program. It was just those little bits of information, those coaching calls. And to be honest with you, I've only been on one coaching call. I do listen to them afterwards, but I've just my lifestyle, my schedule doesn't connect with that. So compared to some of the brothers in the group, I've probably participated in, I wouldn't even say 10% of the knowledge that's out there available to me. The things I've got in my favor is that I'm active. I go to the gym. I walk a lot. I even, purchased a smartwatch, for the purpose of tracking my steps to make sure I was always active, which has been really helpful. And I've been not very strict, but I've been conscious of what I've been eating. Just those two things and tidbits of information from the group has resulted in, somebody like me, I only started off at 83 kilos, 82 and a half, and I'm 76 as of today. So the last time I saw that kind of drop, it took me 9 months of very, very hard gym work, like volumetric training, 10 by 10 sets, ketoing, all that kind of stuff, to see those kind of results that I've seen with probably 10% of the effort, this time round. So, and it is about your mentality, your mindset, the lifestyle that you choose. You are eating the same things, which is what I want to tell these people. You're actually not eating anything different to what you would normally eat. It's just that the proportions of what's presented on the plate in front of us are completely incorrect. But those things are on that plate in front of you. You just need to know how much of what you need to eat, and you can still enjoy yourself, still eat roti, still eat the biryanis, still eat kebabs, still eat desserts.
Yes.
But, you're just not eating the whole dessert.
You are sustainable.
Absolutely.
A sustainable weight rest of your life.
Yeah. And that's really, really important. I've had friends message me saying that, what's involved? Because it's hard to put it into words unless you're on the program.
Yes.
It involves everything. It's from waking up, those breaths you take in the morning, just setting your day, starting off with going to the gym, a bit of activity, just framing your mind in the right place, and then just following through those instructions, preparing your food. You don't even need to prepare your food. You should, where possible, but eventually that just becomes your norm.
Yes. And
it's those kind of things which have been so useful. And things you see everywhere around you in all kinds of different programs. But the benefit, again, of this group, I'm taking quite a lot of your time, Sajid, is
it's okay.
that you have the social media group as well. So there's people helping there. You have within your Telegram group, there's people there sharing pictures every day, people sharing motivational words, their own progress. I mean, we've got this thing in between us where we have like a topless Tuesday. Everybody just shows their physical progress once a week, how much they weigh. And when you see other people making like remarkable changes to their body,
yes,
it's really, really inspiring. And you want to put more effort in, and you want to be a little bit more stricter. And it's not about being strict, but you want to progress. You want to keep up, and you want to, do better. So it's motivational as well. And again, we've got some amazing professionals within this group. It is for Desi dads, professional people that are in a situation where, they should be in better shape, but they're not. And it is great. Just a really, really good, well-rounded, good program that resonates with people like me, for sure.
Yeah. So, to put it in a few short words, we're all heading to the same destination and no one gets left behind.
Not that I can see.
Yeah, no one gets left behind. We all push, pull, and get each other over that line.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great that people share recipes and things, because a lot of it is about food. about what you're actually eating. And you pick up some great recipes, great tips from people, how to combat sweet tooth, how to combat cravings for carbs. And I think that there's just one thing I'd like to add was really pivotal for me was just one little bit of information from one of Adam's calls, which was the study that he describes about sleep, about how just 1 or 2 hours extra preparing for sleep and getting that extra time in, how it affects your weight loss, whether you lose muscle mass or whether you lose actually fat mass. And it was revolutionary for me. When I heard that, that was the point. I messaged Adam and I apologized for my way of thinking. And, you know, I was being very stubborn, thinking I'm the businessman, I know everything. What do you know? What could you tell me? I'm Mr. Time Book, so I've been to the gym and all the rest of it. But really I had to humble myself to the information that was provided to me, and it's worked a treat.
Fantastic. You've done really well on the program. Brother Aftab, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Thank you very much for giving up your free time, and all the best on the program, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon.
Inshallah. Thanks, Sajjad. I hope to catch up with you again.
Inshallah. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.